Good evening, bro. Step number one, as always, take your phone and put it away. Make this a one-on-one conversation between me and you where you maintain eye contact the whole time. If you're on a mobile device or something like that, do the same thing. Just turn off notifications. My name is Stefan Latish, or Stefan Latis in English. I was born in Romania in 2006, so I'm 18 years old, and I moved to Canada in 2010. Let's get to it. I want you to do something for me right now. Your first action step. Take a book, any book you have right now in your house. If you're currently not reading a book, take a book and just start reading it. Any book that you find inside of your house, any type of paper, pages like that, find it, read it. Make it a goal of yours to finish this book. Don't let anything get in the way. Don't say oh, but the book isn't that good. Oh, it doesn't help me. No. Just finish the book. That's all you have to do. Just get any book right here and just read it, cover to cover. If you don't have a book in your house, go to your local library, go to Indigo, Amazon, preferably in person, and just find a book. There should be categories like business, maybe self-help, stuff like that. Find a book that you're interested in, check it out, maybe buy it, read it. That's all you have to do. Your action step. It's pretty simple, isn't it? It's simple, but it's not so simple. Because reading a book for the average person is harder than it seems. It might be hard for you. I was talking to someone that I know a couple days ago, and I read books on my bus. Books. I don't know why I say it like that. I read books on my bus. And when I have some free time at school, at university, I just open my book and read because I want to get through my books really quickly so I can get on to the next one. Because I always have a line of 5 books to read. So as I was reading, my friend or someone that I know comes up to me, "Hey, what are you reading?" "Oh, whatever. I told him what I'm reading, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I haven't read a book since 2020." And I'm like, "What the fuck? Why?" And he's like, "Oh, because I don't read a book unless teachers tell me to, unless I'm being forced to read it." And I asked him, "Okay, why?" He says, "They're a waste of time." What? How are they a waste of time? I said. And he's like, "Oh, because it's just too slow. I don't actually learn anything from it. It's so hard to focus." Yeah, I'm sure it's hard to focus when all you do is play video games, jerk off. I'm sure it's so hard to focus when you've never actually tried to improve your attention span. So you're out here complaining, "Oh, I can't read a book. It's too hard. It's too long. I can't focus." But you're not even trying. All you do is do these instant gratifications activities. When you want to do an activity, you expect a good feeling like that. If you don't feel it, if you don't feel that good feeling, that dopamine inside of you, if you don't feel it, then you're just gonna be like, "Oh, this is so slow. Why is it taking so long?" It sucks how far we've come as a species. Before we were able to hunt a boar or some shit for 3 days straight, and nowadays we can't even read a book for 3 hours a day. I think there is hope for our generation, because a lot of our generation, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, we're getting onto this self-improvement trend, the self-improvement thing, and I think that's wonderful. But I think that we should be getting everybody onto this. If you right now read a book, you're currently reading a book, try and get other people on it. Try and get your friends, try and get your family, if they don't already read. Try and get them on. I think self-improvement as a whole should be helping others as well. It shouldn't just be you. No, it should be improving your community, improving your tribe. Because that's how we grew up. That's how our biology is. We were made to be in tribes, in these communities. And if you're not useful to your community, to your tribe, you get kicked out. What value do you bring? How do you want to help the people around you? An easy first step, get them to read. That's what I'm trying to do to you right now. I'm trying to convince you, read a book. Because it isn't bad. What does it do? If you start to read maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes a day. If you just read 30 minutes a day, what's gonna happen? You'll actually learn the stuff you read. You'll gain new vocabulary, and you'll learn how to focus more. You'll learn this like 30-minute focus attention span. That's so good. That's so good compared to who you were before. To so many of these cretins out here. Although the way I see it, it's a kind of competitive mindset that I have. It's not good enough. If I have something, if I do something, I'm gonna do it 100%. I'm gonna be the best in it. If I read a book, I'm not gonna read it for 30 minutes a day. I'm gonna read it for 2 hours. I'm gonna drill through this book. I'm gonna fucking eat it. I'm gonna do that. And I think, of course, it's nice to make a little bit of progress in whatever you're doing, but I think what's better is to make a lot more progress. Because if you just limit yourself to 30 minutes a day, then you're just restricting yourself. And why would you do that? Because you in yourself, I know that you can do so much better than that. I know that you can read 2 hours a day. Guaranteed. I read this study, or I don't know if it was a study, maybe it was a video, something like that. I just had it inside of my brain, where we only really use like 30% of our energy, because using any more of that can like cause us harm. There was this bodybuilder, weightlifter, I think he was a weightlifter. It was a guy that lifted the most amount, like the highest deadlift like that. He said that in order to use more of his strength, he had to like use this thing inside of him he called his mommy strength. I hate that term, but when like mothers is when a mother sees like a baby under a truck car, she can lift that whole fucking car, even though it is like a couple tons. She can, because there's this like adrenaline inside of her. We can do the same thing. We're not limited to this 30% energy inside of us. We only think we are. We think we are because we have this restricted, this fixed mindset, where we think we're not capable of doing something so extraordinary, so we're only limited to what we think we can do. When in reality, this is what we think we can do. This is what we can do. But since we only think we can do this is how much we'll do. If you think you can do more, you can do more. You just have to set your mind to it. You just have to do it. It's that simple. I'm telling you, if you're in the gym and you say, I can't do one more rep, that's just your pussy lizard monkey brain telling you, yo, you're getting close to failure. But if you want to grow, if you want to grow your muscle, you have to push past that. If you think you got like 0 more reps in, you have to get to the point where you're like gritting your teeth, where you're like yelling like that type shit. It's the same thing with anything. Oh, I don't think I can read 30 more minutes a day. I'm exhausted. You only think you're exhausted. You think you're exhausted because that's what our brain is telling us, like, this is the safe zone. You don't want to be in the safe zone. You don't want to be right here. You want to be over here. How do you do that? Stop listening to your mind. Start controlling it. I like that. Start controlling your mind. David Goggins, he does this very well. You've seen him, right? 3 a.m., he does the thing like, oh yeah, if you pan the camera to the left, if you can't pan the camera to the right. You saw that thing that he did, right? In that, 3 a.m., his body was telling him, no, I'm tired. He told his body, shut the fuck up. And he did it anyway. If you're in a race, a marathon, you're telling yourself, oh, I'm tired, then you're going to be tired. If you're telling yourself, I can do it, I can finish this race easily, you will finish that race. It's you versus yourself. Who are you going to win? Who's going to win? Your pussy Jeffrey mind? Or the better version of you? Who are you going to let win? I want you to take what I said in this video very seriously, as it does help you out a lot. It is incredible what I can communicate through a camera like this on a one-on-one conversation. If you do take what I said in this video very seriously, like overcoming your pussy limitations where you only think you can do so much, but in fact you can do so much more. If you can overcome that, then you can become extraordinary in anything you want. Sports, business, anything you want, you can become amazing if you just push past your pussy mind. Thank you for watching this video, as you did bump up my viewer retention rate, and I really do appreciate that. If you actually did learn something from this video, then congratulations, good on you. That's massive. Not a lot of people are willing to do that, and it is really nice to see that people are willing to learn from an online video like this, because I do think online education like this is much better than university and school. And if you will, please do subscribe and hit notifications if you want to see more of my type of video where it's one-on-one conversation like this, and I try to transmit information like this that'll help you. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.